5 things I so wish I knew when I was first diagnosed with PCOS. 1. No one truly knows my own capabilities or limits outside of myself. All I ever heard when I spoke to doctors was negative outcomes. No one ever tried to give me hope. But the thing is, the best, most qualified doctor in the world still wouldn't know truly what medical miracles my amazing body could perform. And the more that we learn about hormonal imbalance is that there are so many things that we can do to balance hormones. So it's not even really that miraculous when we truly understand how our bodies work. No matter how many times I heard that there is no cure and that I wouldn't be able to get my period back without going back on the pill and that my physical symptoms would just get progressively worse and worse over time, you know yourself if there's a greater fire in you that is making you want to be proactive in your healing. And I'm sure that's why you're watching this video now. If there's a want for healing, it becomes possible. Now, whether this is a cure or not is subjective to how permanent our healing is. Healing is a practice. You can't eat broccoli for 1 week, do yoga once, drink 1 cup of spearmint tea and expect everything to be back to normal. But that's a good thing. We want our healing to become a lifestyle, easy and effortlessly incorporated into our daily routines for long-term and long-lasting health. We don't need a magic one-time cure to get our health in a really great place that can last our lifetime. Number 2, weight is not the be-all and end-all of treating PCOS. Losing weight isn't going to solve your PCOS, and having no weight to lose doesn't mean that your PCOS shouldn't be taken seriously. I've heard so many women tell me that doctors won't take them seriously until they lose weight. And for me, because I was a healthy weight, doctors didn't take my PCOS seriously at all because weight gain wasn't a symptom that I had. Apparently, that disregarded the importance of my severe anxiety and depression, my cyst-covered ovaries, extreme fatigue, acne, hair loss, brain fog, infertility, and completely absent periods. Weight gain is merely a symptom, and whether this is a symptom for someone or lack thereof, this should never be the main focus point for treating PCOS, especially when the statistics for eating disorders are so much higher in women with PCOS. Restricted dieting is unnecessary, and sure, you might lose some weight in the short term, but can you keep it up long term? Dieting can often do more harm than good, so when every doctor's visit consists of lose more weight, this can be really damaging, not just emotionally, but physically too, and it doesn't address the root cause of the problem. And also, just because gluten-free or keto has worked for someone else's PCOS, it doesn't mean it'll fix yours. When restriction equals hunger, lack of energy, or stress, it's harmful for your PCOS. 3. The pill is not safe for me with my PCOS. Sure, it might be okay for some people, but as a general rule, the complete lack of informed consent when we are given this birth control prescription, along with the straight up lies, at least I know I was told from my doctors time and time again when they told me it was safe to be on these artificial hormones that will hide my PCOS symptoms, but were really actually brewing a storm underneath so severe that as soon as I came off the pill, it turned my life upside down. No one ever told me that, and honestly, it's disappointing that I never questioned it sooner. Number 4, having PCOS doesn't make me less of a woman. I get to decide how much of a woman I am. I get to decide whether my value be placed on who I am at the core or on this temporary body of mine that's going to keep going through phases. And even when most of my physical features were suffering, as well as what was happening internally, I was still enough. And so are you. Number 5, being mad at myself for not being better yet, or for not being able to stop my hair falling out straight away, or to clear my acne up, or to just speed up the process of getting my periods back, all of which was only prolonging my healing. Working on my stress, working on that inner dialogue, how I view and speak about myself either in my head or out loud. Being patient and kind to myself was going to get me there so much quicker than being mad at myself and just constantly judgmental and disappointed. It is what it is. We can't go back and change that we have PCOS, but we can choose what we do going forward. Choosing to love yourself and to believe in your healing abilities is the strongest step in the right direction that you can take. You will get there.